Hello and welcome back, my Pokemon Masters. How you doing? We got some Kingdom Rush for you guys. So we just basically beat all of the regular maps, right? We just beat all the challenges, but now we got to start thinking about how we're gonna beat the other random extra maps. So we got Rotten Forest for you guys, and this one is a bit of a doozy, and it's all because of one thing: my taint. I mean, the tree ants, or treants, or traints, or whatever they're called. I think it's a tree ant, and the reason why I think that is because Lord of the Rings. I think there's something having to do with Lord of the Rings. I think they're called Ents in Lord of the Rings, and maybe they're like tree Ents or something. Like I don't really know what's going on, but yeah, that's their name. They're weird, they're goofy, and they suck. And the boss has a lot of them coming out. So the weird thing about this map is that actually, rounds wave 1 through 19, actually aren't that bad. You can handle them pretty easily, actually, without too many issues. But then once you get to round 20, that's when it starts to be a big pain in your butt. That boss. So we're playing a veteran right now, if you don't know. So, Alright, what I want to do is I'm going to try and show you guys kind of how we're going to organize the map as fast as we possibly can, and then kind of talk about why I'm doing something really goofy here with almost no archer towers whatsoever. You might think that that's stupid. And you're like, Chris, there's freaking spiders coming out. Like, dude, don't you have to kill the spiders with archers? Well, kind of. Artillery is going to work just as good, and I got my one barracks in the back here, so I do have to kind of use my hero at least reasonably effective over here. Now what I'm doing though with my hero, if you can't tell, is I'm putting him in the way. I'm leveling him up. I want him to attack the units. I don't really care if he's in range, as long as he's just chopping away, man. So watch this pro play right here, man. I ran a fire in the bottom right. That was not an accident. That was on purpose. And then I set in the next wave, because I'm like, screw the spiders, I can take those guys down. But I'm more worried about the random husks over here, so we're just going to use the random fire just to use it up. And guess what? We get it all the way back, like 80% back already. So obviously, freaking pro play, man. Pro play, for sure. Definitely 100%. We're pros, right? Well, kind of. I mean, I gotta admit that I'm pretty good at the game, but I do have my faults. One thing is I really enjoy using Tesla towers, and I really like using Arcane Wizards and Ranger Towers. I don't like a variety in most situations. Those are just like my go-to. I love them. They work wonderfully. Why change it up? And today we are going to change it up just a little bit, just a wee bit here. I think we can manage it. So I'm doing a post commentary for you guys. I'm going to let you guys know that I did end up losing this level once, and I got upset, and I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Get a little upset, and I was like, screw it, I don't want to do another, and I lost on the last wave. That's what I was telling you guys earlier. I'm like, oh yeah, I really screwed it up, and I've screwed the freaking pooch here hard, man. And that's why I switched to this really goofy strategy that might not even make sense here. When you look at demons coming out, you're like, dude, every single demon has magic resistance. Like, Chris, you're just doing something idiotic right here. Well, you gotta realize that the demons are not bad at all. Even when they do come out, they're surprisingly weak. They're actually some of the easiest waves that you're gonna have to handle here, even while going almost full-out magic right here. The only thing that I would say that maybe you can change over here, I don't remember if I do this or not, but I don't mind if you put those on the very far right side over there, right next to where the demon lords are going to be coming out, 2 archer towers. Be my guest. If that's what you want to do, feel free. But other than that, focus on the magic, focus on getting your Tesla towers up, and you're definitely going to win this one. So we've got, we're already on wave 6, baby. Yeah, son. We got some husks coming out, which surprisingly aren't that bad to deal with. They're ridiculously slow. They remind me, honestly, of zombies, is probably the best way to put it. They're reasonably tanky. I think they have, like, low armor, so you do want to use magic against them whenever possible. But they're so slow that, like, the chances of them actually sneaking through is not something you're worrying about. You're worrying more about them kind of tanking all the damage, because they're pretty tanky, and letting something else sneak through, like this freaking spiders up here, bro. Oh, baby. Boy, am I afraid of spiders, man. Back when I was a kid, it was actually kind of weird. I didn't mind touching spiders with my bare hands. So here we go, Noxious Creeper, an aggressive predator that hatches mutated spiderlings. So they've got stronger spiderlings. They are stronger as a spider already. So basically, super matriarchs is the best way to put it. And what you notice is, I've got Corky. So, I'll finish my spider story in just a second here, but Corky has one of the best abilities in the game. It's an insta-kill. So, the way you gotta do it is, if at all possible, baby, move Corky into position to insta-kill something that has full health, right in the very front of the map, right as soon as they walk in, just insta-kill something strong. It'll help out every single tower, it'll help out every single wave, and it's unbelievably amazing. And it does have a pretty reasonably low cooldown. So we can, we insta-kill 2 Noxious Creepers already. And again, what I'm doing is I'm getting experience, though. That's my main thing. So I want to make sure he's killing peeps. Attack people. Even if he doesn't insta-kill them, I don't care. Just, go up to level 9 or 10, dude. It's kind of important to try and make that happen. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked the way that they leveled up heroes in Kingdom Rush 1 compared to the other Kingdom Rush games. Because in 1, what you have to do is you have to level your hero up every single time you play with them. That means they start off sort of weak and they get stronger over time. And if I'm not mistaken, in every single other game, mobile, Steam, whatever, that you level them up more slowly, but they level up over the course of the entire game instead of just the entire map. So, we play 10 of these games, and eventually we'll get them up to level 10. But they never lose that. Once you start them brand new on the next time around, boom, they're still going to be, rock freaking solid, level 10 or something like that. So, I don't know. I kind of like it this way, but I do understand that you don't really get to pick how you want to upgrade them this way around. It would be cool if you could upgrade them in the game how you want to upgrade them. There was just 2 little buttons you kind of clicked on the top. Maybe they'll do that for Kingdom Rush 4, baby. I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. So again, you're going to realize right now what the heck is going on. Well, we've got demons. So this is probably, believe it or not, the hardest demon wave that you're going to have to deal with. I know that's crazy, but and all it takes is one big rain of fire right there, and boom, demolished. We win the game. Triple Tesla portal. Yeah, son. So, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little late. I'm a little sleepy, to be honest. So I'm sorry if this video sucks. But again, we're playing on Veteran, so if you guys are having any issues, if you just want to play on Regular or whatever, feel free. I'm more of a hardcore player. I like to make sure that I'm doing this the best of my ability right here. But I do have to admit that my micro is good. Some people's micro, it's not quite as amazing as mine is. And that can lead to some issues. But one of the best things you can do to increase your micro tenfold is just to, first of all, use the hotkeys if you're playing on Theme version. But second of all, make sure your reinforcements are throwing the spears. Spears do so much damage, baby. I talk about this all the time. I know it might be overkill to talk about it, but throw dem spears do tons of damage. We're talking about the difference between maybe 5 or 10 damage, just pickaxing somebody, can do 60 damage with some spears, just demolish it. It's awesome. So you notice, even with all this magic right here, I know it's ridiculous, dude. Every single tower is basically going to be, oh, here it is. The treats. I used to call them treats, tainted treats. I don't know what I used to call them. But they've got high armor, and quote unquote, they are tough. All right. Well, what does that mean for us? So remember to use your insta-kill as efficiently as you can. And one of the best ways to do it is by basically not insta-killing the first thing that comes out. Insta-kill the second or third thing. So these guys can kind of push towards the front of the map here and actually get hurt instead of the first one dying right away. Just gives you more time to make space in between things, and just makes it easier on yourself. So again, look at my spear placement, man. Now these guys are going to have armor, so they're going to end up not getting hurt quite as badly by these spears, but it's not too bad to put them just a little bit to the right there and just let them throw. They're never going to stun ever, but they're going to throw a lot of spears. And the way it works is that each individual set of people lasts for 20 seconds. And it takes 10 seconds for the cooldown to come back. So that means is that you can build 4 people at once all the time, and sometimes if you like send out the next wave early or whatnot and use your reinforcements properly, you can end up getting all the way up to 6 people at once for at least a little bit of time. Probably like 25 seconds you can get 6 people up on the screen, and that could be a lot of extra damage here. So again, more of these ridiculous guys, and guess what, man? I mean, we're still going full magic. Just some testicles here. It's not exactly an easy time. We're still struggling just a little bit here, and that's why these guys are so ridiculous, man. Now, the nice thing is they're slow. They're not that damaging, so like you can stun them for a decent amount of time and everything. So that's the good news here. Bad news is these guys are they're tanky as crap. So even with arcane wizards and all this other junk, it's like, whoa, this is pretty ridiculous. So now we've got things coming out from all 3 directions. That is admittedly a little bit scary. Indubitably. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my Tesla coils to the right side at least once. We want to get all the way up though. Once you get up to 5th tier, they can hit 5 different units at once. Basic Tesla coil can hit 3, then you get the right side, you get 4, and then one more time to get it all the way up to 5. And that's what they're good against. They're good against grouped units. Got to keep them kind of close together. You know, it could be a little bit of an issue if you don't use your reinforcements properly. But really, look at my barracks guys. I mean, we're talking about like weak sauce barracks guys here. It's probably time, honestly, to just like actually use them, or actually upgrade them. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? But here we go. All 3 testicles all the way upgraded. And testicles, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, do ignore at least some of the armor. It may not be full armor displacement, but I think it's good enough for us. So again, just maxing out my testicles right now. We've got a ton of time to work on the magic, but for right now, I want to get this grouped damage taken care of. So we got some Swamp Fangs coming out right now. Alright, what's up with the Swamp Fangs? So Swamp Things are basically super-powered Yetis, or super-powered tank units. They're very tough, range attack, and got regeneration. So, believe it or not, the regeneration actually isn't that bad. It can suck because they're slow and things can walk in front of them and tank all the damage while they regenerate. That is a possibility, absolutely. But realistically, once you get a little bit further up in this map, it's not that bad at all, especially because we're going to be in a lot of insta-kills. We're going to be getting some death rays for you guys. Death rays are actually surprisingly good in this on this map. I don't normally use too many death rays, but on this map you get a lot of swamp things coming out, you get a lot of tree ants coming out, and some insta-kills is not too bad to have around, you know. Getting rid of 4,000 health or whatever, that's a nice thing to do with the $350 upgrade right there. So we're going to fire again. We're going to send out the next wave. We did have to wait a little bit of time right there to make sure we took down the swamp things before I send out any flying units. But now we are covered. Every single one of my towers can attack flying units. I have no low-tier artillery. I don't have that, what's it called? Big Bertha. I don't got a Big Bertha or nothing like that. So we don't need to worry about these guys basically at all. If I do want to do anything special, I can pop down some reinforcements. Let them throw some spears, baby. And that's what they're doing. They're attacking the demon imps, actually. Which I actually think they don't have magic resistance. But they are fairly tanky compared to the other imps, or gargoyles. So we're going to take these guys down. We're going to send out the next wave. Basically, right away, we got husks and swamp things and noxious creepers as per usual. And what we're going to try and kill the noxious creepers if possible, or the swamp things. Either way, man, as long as we're getting rid of a ton of health right here. Check this out. So what kind of damage we're going to do? Ba-boom. 3,500. Is it 4,000 or what? I don't even remember, man. But they've got a decent amount of health, and getting rid of that is pretty nice. So the Noxious Creepers also have a pretty decent amount of health over here. We're talking about 1,200. That's not nothing to mess around with, dude. No, I mean, I wouldn't say that's like a standard amount or anything like that. That's pretty ridiculous. So Testicle is still doing some pretty solid damage over here. We're trying to insta-kill one more Noxious Creeper. I've got Marina Fire. This is also a pretty difficult round. Round 15 right here, guys. We insta-kill 2 Noxious Creepers, which again is important for me. If you're playing the mobile version, not sure if that's gonna be all that easy for you without that guy. I don't know what the other best hero is. Personally, I've just always loved using this guy, so I'm gonna use it. I love the insta-kill. It helps me out so much. Only thing is you have to micro with it. You have to use it properly. You can't just throw him down and let him go to town. No, you gotta put him in the right spot, move him around a little bit. And he's not a mobile hero either. He is a very immobile hero, actually. He goes, he's gonna just waddle his way on over to the next little group of peeps. So one thing I want you guys to look at is look at my overall defense. Mostly arcane wizards on the bottom right there, and again, that's because most of the guys that are coming down from the bottom right are bad against magic. So we want to actually kill those guys efficiently. Whereas the guys that are coming out of the top, well, right now, they do not get killed by magic very easily. All those spiders, they have magic resistance. All of them. Yeah. I know, you're like, Chris, why didn't you build some archer towers over there? Well, you'll see why in just a minute, man. Actually, you're going to see why in about 7 minutes. When the hero starts coming out. 6 minutes, whenever that happens. I don't know, sometimes I can tell via the audio, when you can, like, look at it. I think he's going to come out right at, if I had to guess, I would guess 21 minutes and 45 seconds. But I recorded this video last night, so I really just don't know. So we're still just maxing out our Tesla coils. You can see when they actually attack, though, look at that. Attacking a tree ant right there takes, like, what, 4 bursts to kill him? 3 bursts. There's 4. Uh-oh, maybe 5, maybe 6, 5. And then, honestly, if all 3 of them are attacking, definitely 6 right there. But if you think about it like this, even if we have 4 or even 5 of these guys coming out at once, 6 bursts and they're dead. Like, that's not bad at all. So, as far as magic goes, though, it's going to be mostly arcane wizards, but a couple of these golems are not bad to have around. Though it is a little weird because we, you know, what they're good against is making guys who have armor have their armor go away, and then our archer towers can do more damage. Like, that could make sense. That would be cool. But no, it doesn't work out as efficiently as you might hope. Building any sort of ranger towers or archer towers in this game is probably not going to help you out. So what I'm doing is I'm building golems in a place where we're going to stop the boss. So the boss is going to come from the top over here. I don't remember his name. Tree monster, tree ant king, whatever. We want to put the golems in his way. So we've got 2 golems, we've got our hero, we got our barracks, so we got at least a little bit of something to stun this guy with. A reasonably difficult round right here. We've got demons coming out, and of course demons are magic resistance, so we definitely have to rely almost solely on our testicles right here to do the real damage. But you can see we're doing a ton of damage. Like, those testicles do more than enough. Like, it's not even close over here. Even with tree ants getting in the way and crap, it just doesn't matter. We just burn through these things. And honestly, I gotta say burn here because they're really strong. Now, this is a weird thing. I was not expecting this. We had some swamp fangs. Some big bad swamp fangs coming out over here. Out of the swamp! I mean, I guess it makes sense they're coming out of the swamp, but that was just something sort of unexpected. At this point in the game, wave 17. Why would they do that to me? Alright, so we got some necromancers, some taints coming out. We got some tree monstrosities. We're zip-zapping them, though. Insta-kills for the win. You can see a few death rays. Not too shabby to have around, dude. The weird thing is because the death rays are going to attack guys that are in the lead, oftentimes. Sometimes it doesn't work out in our favor. Sometimes we insta-kill something that has 100 health, or 30 health, or whatever. It could suck a little bit, but as long as we're doing damage, I'm happy. And if we do end up killing something with 4,000 health, luckily, it's almost a luck requirement is that it's awesome. It really is awesome. So we still got just Hacksaw sitting in the back over here. He's level 9, by the way, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, level 10 is the max level, though I rarely, ever get him up to level 10. We've got a lot of guys bundled up over here. Let's actually just rain of fire these guys. We're going to use Corky on the top over here, and we're just going to kill one of the swamp things. And we have a bunch of money to work with again. So let's get some death rays, baby. That was 700 gold. Just like that. It disappears. And again, we're going to go for one more last golem over here. Or rather, just an arcane... Not an arcane, what they call it? Sorcerer's Tower. Mage. Whatever. I'm going to get one more of those guys. First of all, they do grouped damage. That's actually not that bad of a thing to have. Second of all, just being so gosh darn tanky can be a really nice way to stall the guys. Can't believe I'm so tired, man. Oh my god. Let me get some water and let me wake myself up, dude. I don't know why I'm tired. I got 8 hours of sleep last night. I don't know. All right. So the last few swamp things are coming out right now for wave 19, baby. Oh no, my girl. So we're basically maxed out here then. We've got almost all of our things up to Arcane Wizards. And again, the only thing that I said, like, maybe you can build Archer Towers with is the far right mages. But honestly, don't even upgrade those guys. You get almost no range out of them. You don't need to hit those demon spawns. Let the Tesla take care of them. And this strategy, it's not perfect. I mean, I'm sure there's something you could do probably better than what I did. But honestly, it's going to beat Veteran on one of these special maps. You really got to play this well if you want it to work. So there we go. You can see the zaps just annihilating these guys. So I'm going to end up getting a... I was thinking about if I wanted to get a polymorph or upgrade my golem, or if I want to get some death rays or whatever. And I think at the very least, get first level death ray for everybody before you get any second or third tier death rays. Usually the same thing with the teleport. Just upgrade teleport once on all of your towers before you start getting double or triple teleports. It's I don't know the best way to put it, but best bang for your buck, basically. Wasting money a little bit if you do it any other way. But I don't mind getting a teleport, you know? And sometimes I don't follow my rules. Sometimes I'm just like, screw it, triple teleport. Especially if it's in like the back of the map, somebody's trying to sneak through, then we definitely triple teleport, or whatever. So here we go, guys. The last final wave is coming in right here. This is the boss. I told you guys it's going to be right around 21:45. Let's see how close I am. I think it's going to be real close, man. So the music hasn't changed yet. You can hear it. There it is. So, yeah, you can hear exactly when the music changes. I could see it on my waveforms, as weird as that is. And here is the boss. So we zip-zapped a couple of these guys, but you can see the trance just boom. They just do not come out of nowhere, dude. And you really got to zap and insta-kill these guys to do any real damage to the boss. So the boss, let's see how much health he has. Let's see, I don't remember if I even clicked on him. He's got 12,000 health, which is a pretty standard amount of health over here. What we're going to do is we want to get Corky in the way at least a little bit, but we also don't want to let the tree ants go kind of too crazy in the way over here, so let's move him out of the way for a second. Keep him alive if possible. One weird thing is, believe it or not, you actually don't want to use the Rain of Fire on the boss as much as you do against big groups of guys. But if you can get a big group of guys on top of the boss, that's the best way to use it. But don't just Rain of Fire the boss. It's actually worse to do that, because he's only considered to be one unit. You can only do a certain amount of damage to one unit. So, check out this guy, man. It's like, what? Really? 22 tree ant almost gonna make me lose life up in here? What the heck is that? Get out of my house. Hacksaw is just like, I cut trees for a freaking business. Look at my big bad saw over here. So we're polymorphing people. We're getting our golem upgraded again. Look at these freaking trees, man. They're getting in the way like crazy. So the stunnage is 100% required. We got a big bundle of guys here. Am I gonna Rain of Fire? I should have. If I didn't, what am I doing? There we go. All right, Rain of Fire over here. We kind of missed a little bit because they teleported it. But the big tree is almost dead here. He's about halfway done. And he's about halfway through the map, which is actually a good sign for us. But the Rain of Fire is gone. Don't forget about that. Hacksaw's level 10, so he's the max level here. That's all you need to do, get him up to level 10. We've got some polymorphs coming in right now. Things are coming out of the swamp. Guys are coming out of the hell portal over here. We got guys coming out everywhere. So the worst thing about this is you can't just kill the boss and then the game is over. That's actually not how it works. The way it works is you have to kill everybody. It's kind of sad. So we've got to stun these guys, right? So we're going to kind of get them out of the way over here. We're going to put Corky all the way in the back, and we're going to start leveling up our Knights of the Templar. Basically what we have to do is we have to wait for the Rain of Fire. So the golems, I should be moving the golems around to make these guys more efficient, but I suck and I didn't. So now what we have to do is we have to take down all of these guys as efficiently as we possibly can. At this point, if I was really intense about the game, what I would do is I'd sell the barracks and rebuy the barracks if possible. But luckily, that's not required. We get some guys popping out over here, and it looks like if all goes according to plan right here, we should be able to take him down without losing a single life right here on Veteran. One of the hardest maps in the game, and we do it. So, again, make sure you get spear guys if you can. Make sure they're throwing. So, Knights of the Templar are, again, doing an amazing job over here, just taking these guys down. Fully maxed out, of course, gonna be solid. Next thing you want to do is make sure, if you've got guys around here, get some insta-kills and stuff. You know, I've got a Musketeer Tower over here attacking these Swamp Fangs. I got him up to the left side all the way to the highest so we could insta-kill some of these Swamp Things. Hopefully, that was the plan at least. And it looks like the last treant on the left there will end up dying. It was a close battle, don't get me wrong. It's a close battle over there, but he will succumb. And now we've got one last Swamp Thing over here. He's regenerating slowly, but he is regenerating. Once we get everybody kind of over here to kill him, he will die. And Rain of Fire him if we want to. If you guys enjoyed, press that like button for me. Really, really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.